Welcome to Infidelity Truths. Before we dive into today's gripping story, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more thrilling stories just for you. Let's begin.
I used to think I was the hero of my own story. A devoted wife, a doting mother, the kind of person who showed up for everyone else. My life wasn't perfect, but it was solid. I had a husband, David, who was steady as a rock. Our daughter, Lily, was 7, with her father's bright eyes and a laugh that could light up a room. We lived in a quiet suburb with a backyard swing set and a calendar full of school events and date nights at the same Italian restaurant every month. It was predictable, comfortable, maybe too comfortable. That's where the cracks started to form. It wasn't that I didn't love David. He was kind, thoughtful, the kind of man who'd wake up early to scrape ice off my car in winter or leave little notes in my lunch bag. But somewhere along the way, I started feeling like I was fading. Motherhood, work, the endless cycle of laundry and meal prep, it dulled something in me. I was 35, and I missed the spark of who I used to be. I told myself it was normal to feel restless, to scroll through social media late at night, wondering if this was all there was. That's when I stumbled across Ryan. He wasn't an ex, just an old coworker from my pre-marriage days, someone I'd always thought was charming in a reckless kind of way. It started with a random comment on one of my posts, a photo of me hiking, captioned, "Finding my way back." His message was simple: "You look happy. Been a while." My heart skipped, not because it was profound, but because it felt like someone saw me, not just the mom or the wife. The messages snowballed from there. Casual at first, catching up, laughing about old office gossip. Then they turned flirty, bold, intoxicating. Ryan had this way of making me feel like I was the only person in the world who mattered. He'd text at odd hours, and I'd sneak out of bed to reply, heart racing, telling myself it was nothing serious. Just words. Just a little fun. David was asleep anyway, his snores soft and steady, oblivious to the fact that I was slipping away. I started lying. Small lies at first. I'm meeting a friend for coffee. Work's keeping me late. I'd drive to a park and sit in my car, texting Ryan, or meet him for drinks in a neighboring town where no one knew us. Each time, I told myself I could stop, that I wasn't crossing any real lines. But the lines kept moving. The first time I kissed Ryan, I felt like I'd been shocked back to life. The guilt came later, heavy and suffocating. But it wasn't enough to stop me. I kept going, chasing that rush, that feeling of being wanted. David never suspected a thing. He was too busy being a good dad, helping Lily with her science projects, planning a surprise anniversary trip to the lake house we used to visit before kids. He'd hug me and say, "We're a team, right?" I'd nod, smile, and hate myself a little more each time. It all came crashing down on a rainy Tuesday. I'd left my tablet on the couch, open to a chat I hadn't bothered to lock. David found it. He didn't confront me right away. Instead, he waited until Lily was at school, packed a bag for her, and left a note on the fridge. I saw everything. "Lily and I are at my mom's. Please don't follow us." No yelling, no accusations, just those words in his neat handwriting, slicing through me like a blade. I collapsed on the kitchen floor, rereading the note, my hands shaking as I checked the tablet. There they were, messages to Ryan, reckless and raw, confessing things I'd never said out loud. I'd called David boring, said I was trapped, sent photos I'm too ashamed to describe. He'd seen it all, every ugly truth I'd hidden. I tried to fix it. I called David, sent texts, left voicemails sobbing that I was sorry, that I'd do anything to make it right. He responded once, a single text. "I need time. Lily's my priority." Ryan, meanwhile, vanished. No calls, no texts, just a cold, empty silence. I'd been a game to him, a distraction. And now that the stakes were real, he was gone. I was left with nothing but the wreckage I'd created. Therapy became my lifeline, not because I thought I could undo the damage, but because I needed to understand how I'd become this person. How had I betrayed a man who'd danced with me in the kitchen to old jazz records, who'd held Lily through nightmares and never complained when I forgot to pay the electric bill? How had I broken my daughter's trust, knowing she'd started asking David, "Where's mommy?" Is she coming home? I saw them once, a month ago, at a grocery store. Lily was chattering about a school play, and David was listening, nodding, but his face was heavier, like he carried a weight he couldn't put down. I hid behind an aisle, too cowardly to face them, and cried in my car afterward. Now, I live in a small apartment, surrounded by silence. David sends occasional updates about Lily's school photos, report cards, but he keeps his distance. I don't blame him. I broke something sacred, something I can't rebuild. Ryan's long gone, and the thrill I chased feels like a cruel joke. I'm not sharing this for sympathy. I don't deserve it. I'm sharing it because maybe you're out there, feeling restless, tempted by a spark that promises to make you feel alive again. Maybe you think it's just a text, just a moment, just a secret. But those secrets grow, and they destroy. The life you have, the one that feels too ordinary, might be the one you'd give anything to keep, once it's gone. The worst betrayals don't come from others. They come from the choices you make, the knife you hold, the mirror you can't bear to look into.
Thank you, my amazing subscribers. Wow, what a journey. If you've made it to the end of this story, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Your support means everything to me. Every time you watch, like, and comment, you're helping keep this channel alive and growing. And trust me, the best is yet to come. I see all your comments. I feel your love, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. Your thoughts and feedback inspire me to create even more powerful stories. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. More shocking twists, emotional journeys, and real-life lessons are on the way, and I don't want you to miss a single one. Together, we're building an incredible community, and I'm so grateful to have you on this journey with me. Stay strong, stay inspired, and remember, sometimes life's greatest lessons come from the most unexpected moments. See you in the next story.